Good evening, family. How are you all today? I pray that God has blessed you all with a very beautiful, peaceful, and prosperous day. I want you all to understand that I'm going to try to take this thing slow, but I need you all to be re-energized. I need you all to be rejuvenated because what we are about to embark on is life altering for multiple reasons. One, which is the last part, but I'll say it first. It's the opportunity for you and us, to get $63,000 in 21 days. That's one. Two, this is going to show you your own personal wherewithal. And three, it's going to help you to identify your circle and people who really say that they rock with you. You're going to have the opportunity for them to show that and for you to show them as well. So, this is absolutely real, family. This is no gimmick. This is no get rich quick plan. It absolutely takes trust, honesty, and work. I'm going to explain the process to you all in a very short minute. Um, but I want us all to be very energetic in what we're embarking on. This is real. This is dealing with grown people with mature ideas and a work ethic. It's an easy work when properly understood. When it's misunderstood, it becomes very difficult. So our job is to get you to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it. And the most important thing is the significance of why it is important. I'm going to start there first. For most of you all, I want you all to thank the person that invited you in. They seen value in you. This is something that we can't do with anybody because they want to do it. This is something we have to do with people that we absolutely rock with, we trust, and we can build upon. This is not for the weak. This is not for the maybes. This is not for I don't know. This is for I can't. We can get rid of that right now. But I'm going to show you how easy it is. And when we consume that thought that it's easy, that's what it becomes. When we say it's difficult, that's what it becomes. So be very careful with our language, our word, and our spirit. Family, I'm going to try to do this video in 15 to 20 minutes with the last option for you all to ask any questions. And I'm going to tell you, we want you to be educated on the process so you can be able to do it and explain it. So do not be hesitant, do not be shy on asking any questions. First, We're embarking on a journey where 21 days will get you $63,000. We're going to show you how. But let's get to the why first. The why is this. Many of us go to work. Some of us don't. Some of us are retired. Many of us may like what we do, but the toxic environment that we work in, we can't stand going to work every day, but we do what we must to maintain our lifestyles, our living conditions, or what have you. And so that stress is underlying killing us. Wouldn't it be a beautiful idea to be able to go to work and know that you're there because you want to be and not that you have to be? This is one of the reasons why. People say when we enter into things like this, that this is a pyramid scheme and all that. Stop. The biggest pyramid scheme that we got going on right now is a job, where somebody at the very top get most of the money and leverage off our work, sweat, equity, and give us crumbs. If they paying us $20 an hour, family, I want you to understand that. If they paying us $20 an hour and they got multiple people that paying $20 an hour, guess how much they're making off of your labor to give you $20 an hour and your coworkers $20 an hour. This is the opportunity to change your life, put you in a situation where you can control you and reduce your stress. Most of our stress comes from financial needs and wants. A pyramid scheme is just that, a job. But however, this here, there's no one person making any more money than the other. We all make the same amount of money. That's why our efforts and our work is the same. It is the same. We only have one job to do, is to go find and bless people that you want to rock with on a 21-day process. I'm going to show you how to get to 21,000, but 63,000, but more importantly, I'm going to show you how we're going to make it residual. So, with that being said, family, you understand your why. Your why is that we're working on somebody else's plantation and our master's telling us how much we're worth. And we can't control who we work with. We can't control who supervises us. And most of the times, most of us are looking much older than what we are because of the stress related to our work and not wanting to be in the environment. Not because we don't want to do the job, but the environment is toxic. So you watch how energetic you are when you off, but when you got to go to work, that same amount of sleep seems like it's not enough. That's one. Secondly, family, I'm a study of history, I'm a study of current times, and I'm a study of scripture. Scripture part, I'm going to get out the way real quick because everybody ain't religious. Let me get that out. God set us down for this pandemic. He shut down the world to show that we were all that we had. All that we had. He sent us back to our homes. Some of the homes didn't make it. Some of the homes ended in divorce, separation. Some of the homes came together and they thrived. But guess what? He didn't leave us there when he shut us down. He introduced us to a concept that many of us are new to. It's called the Susu. Family and friends sharing. Now, don't get it twisted, family. I'm going to show you the positives and the negatives of that. In everything that we do, there are good people and bad people that comes into it. There are good Susus out here and there are bad Susus out here. There are Susus out here that absolutely are robbing people. That's true. The crook got introduced to it as well. And there are other Susus that are out here that actually believe in the concept and they're trying to work it. But guess what? Among some of them, some of your people come in with the lazy mentality, wanting something for nothing. Here it is, you get 20 people who do exactly what they're supposed to do, and on the bottom end, somebody invites somebody that's lazy and don't want to do what they're supposed to do and hold everybody up. That's why you're in this. Your people introduce you to this. We're not going to cry about yesterday. We learned about yesterday because we was introduced to a new concept. Thank God that we went through that. So now we know what to avoid. What to avoid. Do not invite no one into our community who's not willing to do the work. That's one thing. When you ask somebody for, can you get 2 people? Produce it. Show me. Show me right now that you can get 2 people. Now it's concrete. You know that they can do the work and they 2 people can get the work. We are not going out here and getting people, two people, just because they have $500. If you're not going to do the work, this is not for you. So we're not going to cry about yesterday. Yesterday was a learning experience, but the beautiful part about this particular group right now is a collaboration of strong people who have entered the Susu community across the country. Most of them are thriving, but each one that was thriving fell upon something that we all came familiar with. We ran into people who didn't want to do their work, and it affected us all. We are not inviting those people into this community. Absolutely not. So the spiritual part was this: God sat us down in the pandemic, and it's coming back again because we didn't learn our lesson. We still got to strengthen our family dynamic and our friendship circles. And he's showing us that we are all that we have to depend on to thrive. This should be our motivation. This should be the reason why all of us should do it. I get the opportunity to control my destiny, and I'm controlling my destiny with the people that I rock with. He's changing my circles. He's making me assess who around me and their value towards me and me towards them. Spiritual out the way. I'm not going to stay on it nothing long tonight. History. Every empire has failed because they failed to supply the people with the proper economic knowledge for them to thrive. So every great empire that has failed, the top was the one that was educated, and they didn't educate the masses, and the masses revolted, and they revolted and overthrew every empire. But they didn't overthrow them with the requisite knowledge to be able to survive in the civilization that they were accustomed to of living. That's the education. Where we at now? So you all understand this, why this is so important. The pandemic is about to hit again. We didn't survive I don't care what, no one is thinking, oh, I can go outside now. I can wear a mask, but I can go outside. I can go to the bar. I can watch the baseball game. I can watch the basketball game. Look what you're watching. Those stadiums are not full. The fans are what feed the sport. There's not a lot of multi-million-dollar contracts being offered. They are reducing the teaching community. They are reducing, y'all hear it, defund the police department, law enforcement, medical professions. They are reducing. So the job market is going down where there's still a desire to live. And we must live. I've been fortunate to be on a pension board for over 10 years. And I learned through this Susu game that this pension board is the biggest Susu. The pension is backed by current employees, 2 by 2, 2 by 2. If you reduce the workforce, the pension starts to suffer. So is your 401ks and all of that. So everything has a direct effect on each other, and God has shown me this in this particular concept that he introduced us to. So now we become our own retirement fund. People that you rock with, you love, and you become your own retirement fund. Well, that takes too much work. You've been working for everybody else, and they ain't giving you a damn dime. And if you try to cash out on your pension fund or your 401k, they penalize you. You got control of your own money, and you rocking it with your people that you care about, and you and are like-minded and like-willed when it comes to work. So there's no other job that I want to do right now, and I'm telling you, I make over 100K at my job personally, and that becomes my part-time job because this is my full-time job, educating myself and my people about financial literacy and being able to do something for ourselves that we don't have to beg no one to do for us. Well, I didn't try it in other communities and it failed. Okay. When Amazon first started, it failed multiple times before now look at them now. When Microsoft first started, they failed multiple times. Look at them now. Every Fortune 500 company, when it started, it failed multiple times. They had original investors, and now they gone. They didn't stand through it, and they had to get new investors to get to where they wanted. Don't cry over spilled milk. If you believe in the concept and you willing to work the concept and you willing to surround yourself with like-minded and like-wielded people, the concept will work. So those things that we experienced in the past, let it go. Let it go. You ain't gonna still kiss my knee that I scraped my knee falling off my bike when I was 5 years old, and I'm walking around at 50 years old holding my knee for damn near a 45-year-old injury. Let it go. We learn from it. We learn from our mistakes. This was how we become wise. We're not going to do that again. That's the why. Now I'm getting ready to tell you the what. I need somebody to be able to, when I share my screen, to tell me if you are able to see my screen.
This is Shiva, and yes, we can see your screen.
Thank you, Shiva. Now I can't see it. Family, what we're about to embark on is a very, very beautiful concept. I'm going to explain it slowly so that you all can understand it. But if I misstep in explaining it, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Do you all see this flower?
Yes, this is Linda.
Okay. Linda, you see the flower, right? This is our actual motherboard. This is our actual motherboard with the exception when you see down there the two open spots, they have been filled. So Lim hasn't updated that part yet. But this is our actual motherboard. Before we start, I want you to understand this because I don't want for anybody to have a misunderstanding. The the way this becomes easy is that everybody involved go and get their two people. And they're not going to get two people just to say they got two people. They're going to get two people who can get two people.
I was trying to, trying to pass this around.
I need y'all to put y'all uh
Let's get y'all along first.
I need y'all to put it on y'all thing on silent, on mute. I can't do it now because I'm sharing my screen. So when you hear the term core seven, you do not have to go out and get seven people. The way you get seven people collectively is that when you, the first person, decide I want to be a part of it, I go get two people. I go get two people who can get two people, not just any old two people. Two people who can get two people. That's seven. You plus the two persons you got, and those two people go get two people by themselves. That's seven. That's your core seven. Throughout this 21-day process, you're going to be working together. What does that mean? Do I constantly have to get people? No, you fulfilled your commitment. But it would be wise for you to increase your circle of people that you can rock with so that you can make this residual. And if for any reason, even if somebody's legitimately on your seven, fail to get one person because you're constantly working to bless people with this opportunity, there's no hiccups, you just slide the other person up under. So I'm going to go a little personal with the people that's involved in our core seven, right? Alpha is right here, right? Alpha is the one that introduced myself, Shiva, even Lim to this concept. However, we were going somewhere else, and then we studied where we were going, and we made a different decision. We said we can do this ourselves. Lim said that. Lim is the one who orchestrated the how and how we were going to get there. And he's the one who set up the structure, and he did it so magnificently. The only way it can fail if we don't do our job, right? So Alpha and Lim, they brought it to us. Myself and Shiva, we was like, that's a beautiful idea. That's a beautiful concept. So on Saturday, Lim came to myself, Shiva, and Alpha and said, hey, I need 7 names apiece for you all. Now, I misheard him. Shiva got it, get in my butt and said, no, he only said 7. So, truthfully, I went and got 21. I started off with 14, but then I got 21. But at the end of the day, everything was filled, so all of my people couldn't go on at once. I thank God for that opportunity to be able to do that, because of God has blessed me throughout my life, and I didn't know what He was doing. I was building rapport with people all my life. I've been a social butterfly. I don't have people telling me a history of nobody saying he snaked me, he did me wrong. Even if he invited me to do something great, and if it failed, the good intention was there. But I don't even have a great history of that. God has blessed me to 95% of everything I touch turned to gold. So I went out, right? And I got 7 people, right? 21, but here it is. I got a preacher. This is his staff, right? The preacher brought in 2 right here. And then these 2 brought in 2, right? And then I reached out to my home girl, and she had 7 ready to rock and roll. That was April. And I'm trying to find out where April is over here. If y'all see it, okay, here go April. April came in Rhonda. They had their core 7. But April said, I told April I got some more people that I want to bring in, right? And April said, okay, cool. I'll relax and let some of my people come in. So April brought these 3 in, which allowed me to bring 3 more people in. For the following week. So when that board flipped, right? Because it's going to do this. I want you to understand this. This is the core 7. Tadika, Lim, Alpha, Michael, Adam, Kirk, Stephen. Top law enforcement official, doctor, world-renowned martial artist, and an absolutely guru when it comes to people. This is how we are rocking. We filled this board up in one day. Lim said 3 days, but they people had a head start. We was told Saturday night when we did it Sunday morning, and we fulfilled our obligation. I fulfilled my obligation, family. Guess what? Not with the people that I rocked with initially. I fulfilled my obligation with new people. Why? The scripture says, behold, I make all things new. Right? I gave my old people the opportunity first, but I wasn't waiting. So my new people that I'm constantly coming in contact with was on board. And these are some of the new people who have been in other communities that they reaped a little bit of reward, but it's stale. It came to a stalemate. So that's what we did. We rocked with new. So when people say I used all my people that I possibly could, stop. There's more people on earth. Make new acquaintances. Go reach out. Go have coffee with somebody. Fill them out. See if they got integrity. See if you can rock with them for 21 days. See if they understand the concept and they are driven by the goal of financial freedom for themselves and their family and friends. When we run out of our circle, sometimes we outgrew our circle, and God is pushing us away from our circle. If some people in our circle got burnt because of this concept, the concept didn't fail us. People failed us. That means we renew our relationships with new people who are strengthened by the concept. Bottom line. So don't let some failures stop you from succeeding. Because at the end of the day, the failures and your bills are still going to be there. And your bills don't care what you tried and you failed with. I still need to be paid. So how are you going to pay me? I'm going to find the right combination. The formula is there, and now I just need the proper ingredients to work the formula, and that's real concrete people. So that's one, right? Let me see if this one's gonna pop up. The next following week, this is how the board split. And I don't know how to blow this up, family. So you got 8 boards from the motherboard. You got Sheila over here. I can see that a little bit. You got Philander over here. The reason why I'm pointing out these two, because these two boards are directly correlated and tied to us, right? When I say us, I'm talking about myself, Shiva, and Alpha. These boards are directly tied to us. Now, will we help these boards? Absolutely. But charity begins at home, then spread abroad. We work with these two boards first, and then if they need help, we do it. But what you mean help? Encouragement, education, holding their hands as far as I'm with you, my brother and sister. Do I got to go get people for all those people? No, but I can tell you how to, and I'll tell my team how to do it. But we want to go with plan A before I introduce you to plan B. So I want you to look at Philander board, and we didn't put the boards out there completed yet because we're still moving some things around. But to fill out a board doesn't take much, family. It just takes hard work, commitment, and everybody being in communication. That's the most important part. This is Sheila board. So Sheila, right? Sheila, she's the core 7. I want you to understand this part, family. These 8 yellows right here, when the board split and you see all them 8 yellows in the middle, those are the people that give Sheila, right? Throughout the whole process. Whoever you gift in, you're locked in to that person for the whole process, and vice versa. Whoever gifts you, the 8 people that gift you are going to be the same people. So these 8 yellows right here have to gift Sheila, right? All the greens from right here to right here is going to gift April. The greens from here to right here is going to gift Rhonda. The same 8 people. Green gives green. Orange gives orange. Yellow gives yellow. Right? So this is Sheila board. This is now her core 7. When you see these empty spots, don't let it get you overwhelmed. If everybody, April was on the bottom green last week, now she's a core 7, all she has to do is bring her 2 people, this person and this person. This person is responsible for getting 2. They now are responsible for getting 2. That's their core 7, which will be in the center next week. The same thing with these 2 people. So she did her job by getting 2 people. But she's not just getting 2 people. She's getting 2 people that can get 2 people that can get 2 people. These last 4 greens right here are going to be here next week, starting the same process over again of getting their 2 people. We also have our other board. Philander. Philander is a pastor. These are his church members and his wife, right? Remember, orange pays on, gifts orange. Stop. I gotta stop using that language. Pay. Whenever we use language like pay, invest, it turns into a business, family. So we got to be very careful with our language. With that being said, somebody told me, and I'm in law enforcement, somebody told me that's illegal. What y'all doing? That's illegal. I said, prove it. It was on the news. What the news say? There's some people was out here taking people money. Yeah, that's happening in corporate America. That happened with our goddamn president. But if you get into and I'm warning you all, if you're getting into a susu community with somebody at the top is taking all the money and filtering out, that is illegal because now it becomes a corporation and you're paying people. You're gifting people. You're gifting your family and friends. You can't tell me it's illegal for me to give my son $500 a gift. It becomes it becomes illegal when you're manipulative, you're selling a product and you don't produce the product that you sell. Now that's fraud and it's theft. This is not a product that we're selling. We're gifting one another and we're putting ourselves in a position to be free. Lo and behold, this is why it's called the Underground Railroad, because they don't want black people to be free, so they want to frighten you into getting free. It's illegal. It's a scam. Are there scammers out here? Absolutely. Are there people out here in this community who got a hold of the concept and misused it and started taking people money? Absolutely. But this ain't that. How do you know that? You're going to be able to communicate with everybody that you gift and vice versa. That's gifting you. You can reach out to them. Hey man, what's the status with my gift? Hey man, but we ain't gonna play those games with each other because I'm gonna go to the next part, which is the most structured part. We build our boards starting Sunday at every night. So these last greens who came on and started gifting in Sunday morning, Sunday night they already start with their two greens on the next board. They two yellows. And they two yellows bring in a two oranges and they bring in a four greens. When we do this by Wednesday, you have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to relax and start working on your next boards for the people that's behind you. Because guess what? You bringing in your people. You don't want them to be a failure. Our success is based upon all of us succeeding. So you do not invite people you don't rock with, and you invite people that's strong enough to go out no matter what and be determined, I am not going to fail at this. But look at the risk, $500. Look at the reward, $63,000. When? In 21 days. Most of us wait 28 days to get $4,000 in another susu. You're getting paid weekly. Leads me to my next point. How do we get paid? How do we get paid? When you first come in on week 0, right, you gift in $500. You don't get, ooh, I gotta keep checking myself. Stop using paid. You don't get gifted that first week you come in. You're gifting the course 7 that you're coming in with. You're gifting those people. The following week, 7 days later, that's your first. That's your first week. The 21-day process starts there for you because you get $4,000. You're gifted $4,000. You keep 1,500 of that and you regift 25 the very same day. That's crucial. We're structured, we're on time. This is serious business, so everything has to be structured, organized, and on time. You get your first 2,500, you regift. The next 3 gifts you get, you pocket. The following week, right? The people that's coming into to gift you, to regift you. I'm sorry. The following week, you would give $2,500 a piece for 8 people. You would be gifted that. That's $20,000. You keep 14,000 of that and you regift 6,000, right? Your last week, 8 people are going to give you $6,000, a regift. A regift. They're going to give you $6,000. That's $48,000. Well, do I have to regift then? No. You keep your $48,000 and now you have all of your money. Well, what happens then? Well, in some communities, we kept asking the questions, well, you have to wait 3 to 4 weeks to get back in. We kept asking the questions, why? Can nobody tell us the why? So we starting right back over the following week. What's the easy part about that now? Your board is already built. We just following each other all over again. We might shuffle it up the board that we on just a little bit so the same people are not gifting each other for tax purposes. But the board is going to be the same. The same occupants of that board is going to stay the same. We're starting all over again. So now the 63K turns into 63K monthly. So now the second 21 days, you get $126,000. The next 21 days, you get $199,000. This is how, if this is not worth working for, I'm not taking time to convince nobody. Stay in your jobs that's dead end, that's dying, and have security in that. But the responsible person will study the times and say, if the world's in trouble, I must do something right now, and I must rock with people who have this sense of urgency right now. But let me see if you get your money first, and then, now, once I get my money, you want to come aboard? You ain't coming aboard with me. You ain't bringing your negative, doubtful spirit into my community. Go rock with somebody else. I want people who believe in themselves, understand the times, and believe in the people they rock with. That's the only way I'm rocking. I'm not playing with this, man. I'm going at this with a vigorous team. My team don't sleep. And we got our master board. We don't sleep because we want everybody to enjoy this. We want to put 63 people up front within the next month to say, look at what we did as a collective. We got 63 people who got $63,000. People going to be knocking at your doors. And at that time, hey, man. Hey. I was cooking my bread in the oven and I was preparing for the storm. Now that your ass is hungry, don't come knocking on my damn door. Because I offered you the opportunity to get the dough, to get the wheat, to help me mix it up, and you didn't want to do that. You had an excuse. Don't let me do the groundwork for you, and now you want to come in, and now you want to eat the bread. No, sir, no, ma'am. Hell to what they call the no.
Sorry.
So I'm saying this to you all, family. Is it work? I'm not going to deceive you. It's absolute work. But is it a beautiful work? Yes, it's an absolute beautiful work. Why? Because one, you get to show your wherewithal, your integrity. Do I have it in me? And then you get to see and change your circles, man. Look, I told my people today, man, look, everybody out kicking it and all that stuff, I ain't going to hang out with nobody that ain't like-minded, trying to do something. I don't care if it ain't this. It could be something else, but if they ain't trying to improve themselves, I don't even want to be around nobody. Here, talk about somebody's sorrows, your bill's still here, and you ain't got no plan to change it and change your mentality so you can reduce your stress and start living instead of existing. We focus on little stuff and we get little results. And we get disappointed at the failures at the little stuff, family. Somebody told me, well, I'm just going to focus on this here, right here, this and that. Yeah, this right there is failing. So if it's failing, what are you doing to make it become successful? This is what our team from our particular group decided to do. Okay, some of my boards are failing. We still believe in the concept. Are we abandoning our boards? No. But as people that are in leadership, when something starts to fail, you got to go get the solution. And you the one got to step out there on faith on the solution to come back and say what you think is failing. That you know is failing. But to do the same thing over and over again, that's insanity. Well, I'm gonna keep staying right here until I get my $4,000. It ain't coming yet, cause you ain't changed the mentality or came up with a solution to alter the problem. We did. Most of us in my group committed to go ahead and said we're going to donate thousands of dollars to revamp our group because we still believe in the concept. We didn't abandon our group. We just went to go find a solution to bring back to our group. So with that being said, family, questions. I'm very passionate about this. I don't sleep about this. Alpha would tell you if he's on the line. Family, when I'm at work, I'm very respectful for my job. I'm going to do my job. I don't want you all to understand I disrespect my job at all. Unless it's a body, a human body that I got to tend to or something like that, in between calls and making sure my man is all right, I'm out building this susu concept because this is my future. My job, I'm expendable. They can let me go at any moment. What did I do to prepare for that? This is my future. My future is y'all. I love y'all. We finna rock. Bad language, bad grammar. We're about to rock and roll. And I ask you all to invite people that you're going to rock and roll with. I don't have two people. It's two people in this, right now. Reach out to each other. Put y'all numbers in the chat box. Reach out to each other. It's Core 7s right now on this thing. If you absolutely be lack of apprehensive and reach out to each other. Build, build, build. There's no excuses for not to succeed. We're putting you all in communication with one another. We're not begging. We're filling up our boards rapidly and with some reserved people waiting. But if the opportunity comes like now, we don't want to be so cocky that we got this thing all the way through. Now God got us all the way through, but He's going to show us that we got to figure it out, and we'll find joy in figuring it out. So we have methods to make sure that it's foolproof. We got programs in this community to make sure that it's foolproof, but we want to stick with plan A first because we don't want to create a culture of laziness that we did in most of our communities. We did. Well, you ain't got to do this and you got to do this and I'll do this for you. No, I ain't doing nothing for you but being your brother and rock with you, hold your hand and show you how to do it. And I'll explain it to anybody that has the opportunity, that wants the opportunity. But I'm telling you, family, 21 days, $63,000. If you don't want to do this, I'm not begging you, but I'm altering my lifestyle, my family lifestyle, and the friends that I walk with. I'm going to be a millionaire by the end of September of next year. There's no questions asked. That's what I'm doing, and I'm only rocking with people that got the same mindset. Do we have to do some work? Yes. Do we have to do work more than we do in our regular jobs? I don't think so. All you got to do is keep going out and introducing yourself to people. If you did it, if you introduced yourself to 10 people a week, right? You don't need them, but guess what? Your downline might need them. And you always making sure that your downline never fails. So if everybody's doing that 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, well, you don't even need them in your downline. Guess what? Now you can help other people in our community to be successful. And if everybody adopt that concept, none of us will fail. Questions?
Hey, Mike, it's Lisa. I have a couple questions for you. Okay, so with the gifts taking place on Sunday and your Core 7 coming in at the same time, what type of communication takes place with the people who are sending their gifts? And what I mean by that is, like what if I have Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, all of them, but someone says that is gifting me, they say, well, I only have Cash App. And so I was just wondering, have you guys had that issue and how do you handle it? Because the first time around, receiving the 500, that's fine. That's not an issue. But then that second time around, as you receive those $2,500 gifts, and now that's totaling the $20,000. From what I understand, and I know this is long, so just follow me, but from what I understand, if you have like more than 10,000 in your Cash App, they will automatically change your account from personal to a business, and they could possibly generate a 1099 for you. So I'm just trying to get a grasp on the structure for, maybe encouraging people to have more than just Cash App or Zelle for their ways to send and receive gifts.
And I appreciate that, Lisa. And each time you come on, you ask a very educated question, and these questions give us time to prepare. Now, for me, um, Lisa, I'll tell you, when my Cash App get to a certain amount, I cash it out right then and there. I do.
Yeah.
Hey, deposit and start all over again, right? But
Okay.
though these are some of the things that's not my area of expertise, and this is why the community has so much value, because we don't have to go outside and seek answers. The answers lies in the community. So multiple streams of being able to recoup your gifts is absolutely a beautiful idea. And some of you all need to, because I just learned this yesterday. Somebody told me, well, I got a certain limit on it. I said, well, mine is unlimited. Why is your limit? Maybe it's your bank. Maybe it's the length of time you've been with the institution. I don't know. But you need to explore all that, because you don't want nothing to hold back your gifts. And you want to have multiple streams. And while you were asking the question, I was thinking this, Lisa. We laid the groundwork for you all. We did. The masterboard. So from this point on, everybody that you're gifting coming in now, you're going to be gifting somebody that you absolutely know, or they're rocking with somebody in your core seven that invited you out right now. So the communications have to be started, exchanging phone numbers, exchanging emails, exchanging methods, so you can call that person that you know is going to gift you. Hey, I need y'all four to gift me Cash App. Hey, I need y'all four to gift me Zelle.
Okay. Okay. And then my next question is just following the order of the board, and that last one that you showed us with the green being completed and the orange being completed and the one yellow in the middle being completed. So the next people coming in would fill in the yellow first, and then their core seven would be behind them in the orange circles and the green circles. Is that right?
Let me see if I understand your question, Lisa. So you see Shadika right up here at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. The 8 people that pay Shadika throughout the process, that gifts Shadika throughout the process, are the 8 people in the yellows right here.
Yes.
They are the core of the core. They are the core of these core sevens right here, right?
Yes.
Now, for the oranges, right? It's the same
Yes.
things. It's the exact same thing. This motherboard tells you throughout this whole process, and everybody's going to have a motherboard, who's going to gift you on your motherboard, right? So
Yes.
you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 oranges that's going to pay Lim. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 going to give alpha, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
these the same thing with these greens. You got four.
Yes.
The greens are going to pay the greens off the motherboard, but the core seven has split up, and that's how it's going to do with you all. So green pays green, green gives green, orange gives orange, yellow gives yellow. But your master board always tells you who gives you your motherboard.
Yes. Okay, I understand that. I guess the part that I'm not sure of is when it comes down to the administrative part, is it the person in the yellow in the center that does the administration of each board, or how is that determined?
No, but that's an absolutely beautiful question. Remember,
Okay.
your core seven is the people that you rock with. You all get together and you delegate who's going to do it. It doesn't have to be the
Oh,
person in the middle. The person in the green can say, hey man, I'm the one to do the flowers. Hey man, I'm the one's gonna collect the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I'm going to
oh,
put up the pay chart. Y'all rock together, but y'all gotta come up with a plan that works for your board to make sure your board is complete.
got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And then my last question, Mike, is so when I join on Sunday and I have my core seven to come behind me, and they're coming with me on Sunday, would their core seven then come the following Sunday?
You asked a lot of beautiful questions, Lisa, but I'm going to answer every one. What they call H to the A to the E to the L. No,
Okay.
absolutely no. We don't play with this family. We don't wait till next Sunday. You know that's too much time. You knock out your next core seven starting Sunday night, no later than Wednesday. Why? Because it reduces anxiety, it reduces stress, and even by Wednesday, if you, for any reason, I don't even like to interject doubt, but for any reason you ain't there, you know what you're working with and what you got to go through. You don't wait till Saturday and the next Sunday. You want to be able to project your thing 3 weeks out your downline. And
Okay.
how you do it, it's just like this. Yeah, you go back to school on Monday, you get out Friday. You don't wait till Sunday night to do the homework. You knock it out
Hmm.
Friday night so you can have Sunday night, Saturday and Sunday night free. And you can work on your next projects.
I'm with you. I guess my concern is I heard that you only send gifts on Sunday. So that's where I was a little confused. Like, I'm with you, like, have the people lined up ready to go, but does that mean that they are in if they haven't sent their gift? Because Sunday hasn't rolled around. So
Okay,
I need some. Okay.
that's beautiful. First of all, when you create your core seven, right? And I want to
Hmm.
relieve you all from this. I have to reiterate it. Stop getting so nervous when you at core seven. Get two people that can get two people that y'all can rock with. That's your core seven. You don't have to
Yep.
get all seven people. Get two
Okay.
people. That's your job. They can get two people. That's seven people, right?
Yes.
But to answer your question, Lisa, when you get solid people like that, they're going to be responsible and they're going to pay. But just in case you think you might got somebody shady on your line, that's the person you grab their money immediately and say, hey man, run me that money, I'll hold it and I'll pay it out for you Sunday for the people you go to. Right? But we only want them
Okay.
type of people with us. But
Okay.
sometimes we got people who want to rock with us, but they know their own weakness. They might send it to you. Hey, cuz I'm a weakness. I'm a weakness for Macy's, and I know they might pop a special out. So hold this $500 for me because I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Yeah, you go ahead and grab their money, but we don't want no early gifting. We want to keep everything above board, transparency, so nobody can say nothing that we doing is sneaky and underhanded. Yeah, if I had my family members that I know that want to do this, but they kind of irresponsible with money, yeah, I grab it for them. Me personally, hey man, run me that money. So, and I'll pay who you need to pay Sunday. But our
Okay.
Sunday start at 8 o'clock in the morning, from 8 o'clock in the morning, and we want to be done by noon. We're totally gifting and regifting so we can get all of that anxiety out the way and start for our next Sunday.
Okay. Got it. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it. I don't mean to take up all the time. I hope I asked some questions that somebody else was thinking of too. So thanks again.
Don't, don't worry about it, beloved. Sometimes you may do exactly what you just said and ask questions other people's thinking of, but you ask intelligent questions and you ask questions to even make me think. Wow. And don't worry, family, if you don't get it all in one concept. Myself, Shiva, and Lim and Alpha had to go to multiple Zoom calls for the light bulb to finally kick in. Alpha really one got it before all of us. Because even when he got it, we was arguing with him. No, man, they ain't had that. No, man, they ain't had that work. But as we start to go to multiple things, multiple meetings, we got it. And the concept is so easy, but we were trained to think difficult, and we were not trained to think simplicity. Stop overthinking it. Stop thinking that every time you open your mouth, you got to go get seven people. Focus on your two. Focus on your two. And when you focus on your two, you focus on two people, grown folks, that can go get two people and understand the beauty of finance, the beauty of financial literacy, and the beauty of community working together and group economics. That's all this is, family. We are our own pension board. We are our own 401k. And if you're not paying attention, pension boards and 401ks is failing in America, and people are insecure about their retirement funds. And this is why you got somebody working into their 80s now, where back in the day, come 50, they was out of there. They working into their 80s now because nothing is secure now. We become our own security net. Any more questions? So, lastly, family, whenever we take time out to do this, I always try to bring on someone that you're rocking with so that we can constantly get educated. I'm going to call another meeting tomorrow for those who have already committed to show you how to ensure your success in this process. This is something worth working for, worth grinding for. Look at the risk, $500. If you study your pension board right now, your 401k, most of us, they take almost $1,000, a month out. A month. You're only doing this one time, $500, and for a year, that seed of $500, coupled with your work ethic and your community mindset, can turn into $1 million. One seed of $500, and you doing that a month at your job. You're doing $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year, and you can't touch it until you retire, if it's gonna be there. But get excited, family. I ain't telling you the work is gonna be easy, but it's gonna be fun. Stop being silly, laugh at each other. This is what's gonna create the bonds. Have friendly competitions with one another. But failure is not an option. Miss Money Motivated. You got something?
Yeah, I'm trying to shout out to my mama on the line. Hey, TT Linda got her here. She don't even know we talking to. Where she go?
She just got off.
You said
Candace.
what?
Yeah,
Hey,
she just got
mama.
off. I'm a caller.
Oh, okay.
I saw her on there.
I did too.
And so that's the right concept, Candace. That's the right concept. When we come over here, we're gonna talk about business, but make business fun by reaching out to each other, connecting with one another, and make this thing a beautiful journey. We can't all be all stone faced and straight military. We gotta have structure, but we gotta have fun with our structure. This is what makes it alluring. So I'm silly. I tone it down a lot because I don't want nobody to take it as a joke. But those that rock with me and my core seven, and I'm working with other core sevens, they know I like to laugh. I do. That's what makes this journey fun, family. So I ask all of the core sevens now to make sure that Alpha has all of your personnel that's going on tomorrow. He has most of you all's personnel. He's waiting for a few more to respond to him. But the first week, we're working out the kinks. So the next week don't have the same kinks. And this week we fell upon, I'm just being transparent with y'all. This week we fell upon a lack of having numbers of some of the people that we didn't know, that because the board was built with a few people rocking and rolling and building that board overnight, we didn't have the opportunity to get to know everybody on that board. Now we're learning these people, and so we're learning how to work with one another. We knew our core seven, but we didn't know everybody around us. We're not going to let you all go through the same error that we do. That's why I constantly tell you to exchange numbers, exchange numbers, exchange number. Everybody that's up on this line don't got two people, but it's two people on this line. They can rock with each other and work with each other if y'all just reach out to one another. I'm getting ready to go hang out with my buddy Alpha. I'm not hanging out with nobody, period, with broke mentalities. I ain't saying they got to be millionaires, but I ain't going to hang out with nobody with broke mentalities no more. I'm going to marry me somebody with a rich mentality. I don't even want, I don't want I don't want no scrubs.
Michael Neal.
Michael, me too. Me too, Mike. Me too. Manifesting.
So you can
That's right.
you can bring a woman. They said between a woman's can give us heaven, but the wrong type of woman, her heaven turns to hell. And most people that's broke fill you with hell quick as hell. No, thank you, ma'am. You ain't got to be rich, but you definitely can't have no broke mentality being around me.
You cutting up.
No, I don't go for the sister who got all this red bottom on, you know, Gucci this, Louis Vuitton this, and all that. And then when you go to her house, it's a studio apartment, and you got a half a basement. I mean, half a closet. You ain't even got a walk-in closet. You ain't even got a goddamn. You can put your elbow in the goddamn closet. No, but you look good. You red bottom out. You Gucci'd out. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want somebody who can tell me, sweetheart, like a Linda and a Lisa, who can tell me, teach me what I don't know. I ain't the strongest in uh, um, understanding the banking and the taxes. And teach me that stuff so I can grow as a person. I don't care about Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton don't care about you. You ain't even met Red Bottom, but you advertising like hell. So keep your fine, well put together ass in the broke section. I want me a fine, well put together thinking person. Give me now she gotta be fine though. Hey, Shannon, you heard that for last part, right? She gotta be fine.
Hey, Mike, I have nothing to say. I have absolutely nothing to say. She ain't gotta be fine. She just gotta be uncrazy.
Well, Shannon, you about to get me in trouble, brother, but that's the unicorn in America. You're not going to find a
They
black
exist.
woman.
It's a couple of us out here that ain't crazy, sir. They exist.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Mike, let me hit you with one. I like to throw this one at my people all the time. In Monopoly, you ain't shit unless you got red hotels or green houses. You won't go keep going around the Monopoly board just paying rent. You gotta have something to invest in. You gotta have something to put your money, assets. You can't rely on one source of income to do nothing. We've been paying health insurance for years, gifting in our money just in case we might get into an accident. And you bring your money back to your people, and it's guaranteed because I give people all the time, and I'll gift it to God and let it go. So it's easy for me to do it here and be able to get the repercussions of us building wealth together. It makes a world of difference. So when I get to the top of my lead and I start preaching to my people, they know what it is. We're gonna come flooding in, flooding in. So I hope we recorded this call because I got to send it to a couple people tonight that couldn't make it. Because I told them that's how we recruit. We ain't posting stuff, invite, invite, invite. Why y'all invite nobody today? No. You seeing real people, real faces. You know who you gift and you having conversations with them. The best thing's to slice bread. And now I ain't got to do it myself. I can just follow y'all lead. I appreciate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the person who's going to host the next meeting.
I got it.
That's
I got
beautiful,
it.
beloved. But check this out, family. Those are the talents that we need. We need everybody to lend their talents. Everybody is not a good orators, but you got a skill set that you can teach us about financial literacy so we don't have the hiccups with the IRS. Remember, black folks, this country do not want to see us financially free. So every obstacle that they can throw in our way, they are going to throw away. But like she just said, you pay all that money to an insurance company and you never use your insurance. Where did that money go back? But you don't complain with that. They got me. This is a scam. They ripped me off. But as soon as you gift your money to black folks, you hold them to a standard that you hold nobody else in the world. Nobody else. I gave that nigga my money. You've been giving that cracker your life for 400 years.
And then you're working 40 hours a week, and then you're working 40 hours a week, and a hope and a prayer that they're going to pay you for the 40 hours in which you work. And sometimes you're doing 60 hours a week. So, I mean, what's $500 to you when you have the opportunity to make $63,000? If it took you 3 years to make $63,000, isn't that more than what you're going to make at your job without taxes for the
Oh,
time being?
oh, and you better not do overtime because they gonna tax the dog crap out of your overtime. Okay, so
Well,
oh,
this
dog
is Linda. Let me
health
let me tell you
insurance
something. Hold on,
pays.
real quick, from the financial standpoint. I invested a little while ago in Cash App because everybody was using Cash App. Zoom was another one that should have been invested in because everybody's using Zoom. Zoom has doubled in 2 months, 3 months, it's doubled. So you want to put your money somewhere, invest your money somewhere. I even invested in what they call one of the vaccines that's coming out. So that's my expertise. Now I ain't gonna tell you what to invest in. I'm gonna tell you what's out there. And that's that. This Linda.
But
Zoom
see,
and
family,
Cash App and the vaccine were three good things to invest in. I did get two. I missed one, and that was Zoom. And Zoom has doubled in 3 months.
family, this is what it's about. After we talk about the business, now we talk about what's our wherewithal within our community and how we do that. We start off with real conversation. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We talk and
Yeah.
we get robotic and green plays green and yellow plays yellow and blah 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 blah. And then we ain't got no more interaction. It's just like people go to church. They go to church and hallelujah, hallelujah, and then they leave the church and they don't fellowship with nobody. That ain't no real church. That's ritualistic. So I love that you all are having real conversation with each other. This forges and builds the bonds.
Yeah, because you want that money to grow. You want it to grow. Keep growing. You're gonna keep getting it, keep it growing, make it grow. Because you can you can make it happen. Yep.
So family, I'm gonna reach out to the core sevens tomorrow. I'm gonna see where you all are at. I know our boys are pretty much rocking and rolling, but the truth about the matter is that we got to make sure all of the core sevens are rocking and rolling, so that and then I'll introduce you. Liam said he shared it with some people. Um, I wanted to have a meeting with all the core sevens earlier this week, but there was a delay in getting me some of the people names and numbers. Get to know each other and stop being bashful. Reach out to people. When we tell you all, ain't no dirty snatching. If somebody already rocking with a core seven, they'll tell you. But don't assume that everybody's up under this phone call is rocking with somebody with a core seven. Reach out there and see who you can mesh with, and y'all can rock with each other.
Got you.
You know, I'm going. Hey, Miss Moneymaker. Uh, I'm serious
Yeah.
about what I said. Candace, take my number
Hold
down.
on. Oh, I got you. I got you.
You got my number?
No, send it to me in the message. I copy and paste it.
Call me in about 10 minutes. I wanna do something with you.
Okay.
Seriously.
What's the number? Oh, I
You
got it.
see?
Yeah.
Don't forget, Mike. That's my niece. That's my niece. This Linda.
You know what? My
Yep.
people. Oval. She.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey,
Hey, Auntie.
hey, I'm the investor. I'm the investor in the stocks. Me,
Yeah.
y'all.
Bitcoin too. Bitcoin and hit past 10,000. It didn't went down literally, but y'all better get some Bitcoin.
Right.
But see,
All right.
family, those are the type of things y'all educate us on. For me, I'm being very honest with you. I'm not educated that much as far as I just study it. I know how volatile the stock market goes up and down. Um,
Yeah.
and so that lends my apprehension, but my apprehension does shouldn't stop me from being educated on it.
I'm gonna put you on, Mike. I'm gonna put you on. Definitely feed you what I've got from a lot of other people that are in it, and there's nothing special about doing it. You pick what you like, you buy it. You can bet. You can actually bet against it. But I got all type gold too. Gold popping right now too, because it holds value.
Hey,
Okay.
money motivator. I got a little investment in Bitcoin, but I think kind of ruffle my feathers a little bit on Bitcoin. I got a lot of the child sex pedophile rings, which was trafficking and paying for a lot of babies through using Bitcoin. So that kind of made me bad, clean up off of it, knowing that this was the highway a lot of the pedophiles was using when they was sex trafficking them little kids.
Mm.
Did you hear about that, sister?
Well, here's the thing. I'm sure they was using regular cash before they had Bitcoin. So we gonna stop using the dollar because they using their money wrong.
Nah, I
I
mean,
never heard. I didn't hear that. I'm anti-negative stuff, so I really don't watch things. I don't watch TV very much. I don't watch. I don't really watch much stuff about the corona. I just protect myself and be healthy. So no, I haven't seen that. But I'm sure they was using a regular dollar. They even said Wayside was. I did hear the Wayside was supposedly shipping kids over there in their furniture. Did you hear about that one?
wait,
I mean, I a whole bunch of stories of crazy people doing crazy stuff.
Wayfair. Wayfair.
using regular money before they got their hands on bitcoins to get moved them kids. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's the money of the future. It really is.
Picking up,
It
I
was
definitely
5 years
got,
ago. One Bitcoin was worth $75. 5 years ago, one Bitcoin
yeah.
was worth $75. Now one Bitcoin is worth almost $11,000. So I should have listened to my cousin when she first told me about my Bitcoins, but I didn't.
And they got Bitcoin ATMs everywhere too. So that's
They
the new
do.
currency right
It
there.
is.
And gold and silver.
Gold is popping right now. It's gonna hold its value. And of course the cannabis stock, but don't let me start.
Yeah. I got that too, y'all. This Linda.
Yes, see.
And she got that too.
I do it on like 4 different apps. Um, Stash, Cash App even let you buy a piece of a stock.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a lot of different ones. I'll share the links with y'all because my thing is this: I want to take my money, invest it, and bring the residual back. I'm not gonna re-gift the money I was gifting. I'm re-gifting my residual after I done flipped the money, so it keeps it moving.
That's at the Bitcoin ATM machines now too.
They are. They starting to pop up.
Yep, they popping up. So if don't nobody know how to do it off their phone, if they see an ATM, they could convert their cash that way too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's up. Mm-mm-mm. All right, well, I'm about to get off this call. Y'all have a great night.
Candace, I'm gonna call your mom. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, Shiva.
Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Night, y'all. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for everything.